Have you ever felt like you're on the edge of something life-changing, but you can't quite explain it? Like your soul knows something is coming, even if your reality hasn't caught up yet. That feeling might not be your imagination. It could be a sign that Allah is preparing to release the very days you've been praying for. In this video, we'll uncover 5 powerful signs that a divine shift is near, and that you are the chosen one for this transformation. These aren't random feelings or coincidences. They are spiritual signals that Allah is moving things in your favor, even when you can't see it yet. If you've been patient in your struggles, consistent in your dua, and holding on to hope, this message is for you. Watch closely, reflect deeply, because by the end of this video, you may realize that the breakthrough you've been waiting for is already unfolding. Sign 1. You feel unusually calm, even in chaos. One of the most profound signs that Allah is about to shift your life is an unexpected sense of inner calm, even when everything around you feels uncertain. This tranquility isn't ordinary, it's a divine gift. It's as if your soul knows something your mind hasn't yet caught up with. You're no longer shaken by delays, disappointments, or the silence after your du'as. That serenity is a whisper from Allah, reassuring you that He's already in control of what's coming. This calm doesn't mean life is perfect. It often appears when things are far from it. But instead of reacting in fear or frustration, you find yourself responding with patience. You're no longer chasing answers. You're trusting the process. That shift in heart is Allah preparing you for the next stage. It's a sign your soul is aligning with divine timing. Sometimes, this peace shows up after intense periods of struggle. It's a mercy that follows the storm, reminding you that every hardship was not in vain. You've surrendered, not in defeat, but in faith, and that surrender brings relief. It means you've grown, matured, and reached a level of tawakkul, trust in Allah, that invites divine openings. When your heart is no longer anxious, even when your eyes don't see the breakthrough yet, understand this. Allah is already at work behind the scenes. That calm you feel, it's the first sign that your prayers are being answered, quietly but powerfully. Prepare yourself. The shift has already begun. Sign 2. Old doors close suddenly. Another major sign that Allah is preparing a shift in your life is the sudden closing of doors you once relied on. Opportunities may fall through. People may walk away without warning. Plans you were certain about might unravel. At first glance, it can feel like rejection or loss, but in reality, it's divine redirection. When Allah closes a door, it's never without purpose. Sometimes, what you thought was good for you was actually a distraction from something far greater. You may not understand it in the moment, but these closed paths are protection in disguise. Allah removes what you don't need so that your hands are free to receive what you truly prayed for. Often, we cling to familiar things out of comfort, but when a big shift is near, Allah intervenes, gently or forcefully, removing people, jobs, or situations that can't go with you into your next season. It may feel like things are falling apart, but they are actually falling into place. These closures are not setbacks. They're signs that your environment is being cleansed. Allah is creating space for growth, for alignment, for answered du'as to enter. If everything stayed the same, there would be no room for what's new. So if you're witnessing unexpected endings, don't despair. Recognize them as sacred signs. Allah never takes without giving better. The closed door is not the end. It's the beginning of something far more fulfilling, something that carries the essence of the very prayers you've been making. Sign 3. You're drawn closer to the Qur'an, and dua are one of the clearest signs that Allah is preparing to release the days you've been praying for is the deep pull you feel toward the Qur'an and dua. It's not forced. It's not routine. It's as if your soul is naturally craving the words of Allah, seeking comfort in His remembrance, and finding ease in quiet conversations with Him. This spiritual pull often comes without a specific reason. You may wake up in the middle of the night wanting to pray. You may find tears falling as you recite verses that mirror your life. What's happening is more than emotion. It's connection. Allah is calling you closer because something is unfolding, and your closeness to Him is the preparation ground for what He's about to give you. You might also notice that your heart feels more responsive. Verses you've read many times suddenly strike deeply. Du'as you used to say casually now come with sincerity and yearning. This transformation within is not accidental. Allah softens hearts before He pours His mercy upon them. In these moments, you're not just asking anymore, you're trusting, surrendering, and aligning yourself with divine wisdom. The Qur'an becomes a mirror for your journey, and your du'as become a bridge to the unseen. So if you feel a stronger connection to worship, know that it's a powerful sign. Allah is preparing your heart to carry the blessing you've been waiting for. He draws you nearer because something beautiful is drawing nearer to you. Sign 4. You feel discomfort where you once felt at home. A powerful sign that a divine shift is approaching is the growing discomfort in places, routines, or relationships that once felt like home. What used to bring you joy now feels heavy. What once felt safe now feels limiting. This inner restlessness isn't random. It's a signal that your soul is outgrowing its current space, and Allah is preparing you for elevation. Often, we confuse comfort with alignment, but spiritual growth requires movement. When Allah wants to guide you to a new level, He unsettles you where you are. It might be subtle at first, a lack of peace, a growing sense that you no longer belong in certain conversations, spaces, or cycles. This is not you becoming ungrateful, it's you becoming aware. This discomfort can manifest as emotional exhaustion, mental tension, or even a sense of spiritual distance when engaging in things you once loved. These are not signs of failure, they're signs of transition. You are being internally pushed to detach from what is holding you back, even if it's familiar. It's important not to suppress these feelings. Lean into them with reflection. Ask Allah for clarity and trust that He does not disturb your peace without purpose. Just like a seed must break through the soil to grow, sometimes your environment must become tight to push you forward. If you're feeling out of place in the very life you once settled into, take heart. Allah may be shifting you from comfort to calling, from familiarity to fulfillment. Something greater is calling you forward. Sign 5. Signs come repeatedly, dreams, reminders, verses. When Allah is about to transform your life, He often sends repeated signs, subtle yet undeniable. These signs can appear through dreams, verses from the Qur'an, reminders in conversations, or even moments that feel like divine echoes. You start to notice the same message showing up in different forms, as if something unseen is gently nudging your attention. These repetitions are not coincidences. They are signs meant to awaken your awareness. A verse keeps showing up in your feed. A khutbah you randomly hear speaks directly to your situation. A stranger says something that answers a question in your heart. This is Allah communicating with you in ways that only your soul can fully recognize. Dreams may also carry deeper meaning during this time. You may see symbols, people, or feelings that leave a strong emotional impression. While not every dream is a message, some are meant to guide, comfort, or confirm what your heart already feels. The repetition of these signs builds spiritual certainty. They come at moments when you're doubting, hesitating, or seeking clarity. They reaffirm that you're not walking alone, that Allah is close and involved in every detail of your journey. Pay attention to what keeps returning to your mind and heart. Allah knows exactly how to speak to each of us. When the same signs continue to appear, it's often His way of saying, "Keep going. I've heard you. The shift is near. Stay alert." The signs are real, and they're guiding you to the very future you've been praying for. If these signs resonated with your heart, know that Allah has not forgotten you. The shift you've been waiting for may be closer than you think. Keep praying, keep trusting, and keep walking with faith. At Inner Deen, we're here to remind you of Allah's nearness through every stage of your journey. If you found value in this video, like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and spread the reminder. Before you go, type this dua in the comments. Ya Allah, I trust your timing. Guide me to what is best. Ameen. Until next time, stay blessed.